This right here is my $600 gaming PC, and I'm going to show you how I managed to get super consistent 240 FPS and 0 ping in Fortnite. There was no noticeable input delay, so therefore I'm going to show you all the optimization steps which you guys should apply if you're on a budget build. And by the way, don't forget to subscribe. The GR booster made it possible for me to get 0 to 10 ping in Fortnite, and this is exactly how it works. Usually there's only one main server on each Fortnite region, but there are actually small sub-servers, and Fortnite might randomly connect you to a server which actually can give you a worse ping. But with the GR booster, you can actually connect specifically to the best ones with the least amount of latency. The GR booster will not only make your connection more stable and lower your ping, but it will also stabilize it and reduce lag spikes. So if you're currently struggling with high ping, the GR booster can help you out and lower your ping significantly, since we all know how important low ping is in Fortnite. This is especially super useful during peak times, you know, at the weekend when everyone is hopping on Fortnite to really find the best game servers in your near for the least amount of ping. So especially if you're suffering from bad internet in general, guys, this can be your #1 solution. Of course, keep in mind that it really depends from region to region, but the GR booster is trying to provide you with the best connection. In general, the GR booster is also a lot more affordable than general VPN services, so therefore make sure to check it out. Also, when it comes down to the user interface, it's really easy to use. All you guys gotta do is scroll through the entire list of all the games which are supported, pick out exactly the one which you want to use, which of course for me here is Fortnite. Then the GR booster is gonna reduce your ping by redirecting your network to a dedicated pathway to avoid heavy traffic routes, which is gonna result in lower ping again. Imagine it like taking a private jet directly to a destination instead of having a regular flight with multiple stops. So therefore, guys, definitely make sure to check out the GR booster with the link in the comments and in the description below. First of all, go into your Windows search bar, type in the percenter, %, open it up, click under local, press F on your keyboard for Fortnite game, click under saved, config, Windows client, and open up your game user settings. Once we're in here, scroll down a little bit until we can find our current resolution sizes X and Y. Especially for low-end PCs, something like 1024 x 768 is a perfect stretch resolution, guys, which is gonna give you a huge performance increase. Make sure to apply it for both your normal resolution sizes X and Y and your last user confirmed one. Then we're gonna scroll down a little bit more until we can see our frame rate limit. If you're on a 60Hz monitor, put your frame rate limit to 120 FPS. This is still gonna give you additional FPS to reduce your input delay, but nothing crazy which could somehow cause thermal throttling, basically overheating of your PC. If you're on 144 Hz, you gotta put it exactly 3 FPS underneath your maximum refresh rate, which is gonna be 141. And the same goes as well for 240 Hz monitors. They're gonna put it as well 3 FPS underneath. This is basically gonna help the engine of Fortnite to sync better. Then you gotta scroll down a little bit more until you can find the scalability groups and copy exactly my settings. Resolution quality to 100, viewing distance quality 0, anti-aliasing 0, and the rest on 0 as well. Then under chat settings, also make sure that you copy all of my current values here, guys, since we have to actually disable as many processes as possible in the background. And now here under D3 DRHI preference, you gotta put it either to DirectX 11 if you're on an Nvidia card or Intel integrated graphics, but if you are like me on AMD, you gotta put it right here to DirectX 12, guys. Then the mesh quality on 0, so we get low meshes, and ray tracing fully disabled. Then you're gonna click add a file, under save, close this, and we're already good to go. Go get into your Windows search bar, type in that power until you can find edit power plan, go under changed advanced power settings, then you're gonna find processor power management, minimum processor state, put it to 100%, maximum processor state, put it to 100% as well, and then processor performance core parking overutilization. This one you gotta make sure to put from 60 to 100%. 60 is the default one, but we wanna make sure that we have no park cores on our CPU so that all of its cores are working 24/7. Then we also gotta go under PCI Express, link power state power management, and make sure you put this one to off. Not moderate power savings or maximum power savings, straight up off. Then finally we're also gonna click under hard disk, and then we have turn off hard disk after, and you gotta put it to 0, guys. If you're playing on a wireless connection, you also gotta enable wireless adapter settings, go under power savings mode, and make sure you put this one to maximum performance. Then we're gonna hit apply, add OK, and we're good to go. We're going to utilize now the Ultimate Windows utility from Chris Titus. Link you can find on my official website, guys. The link is in the description, and then you can find the article with exactly the same name and the same thumbnail. Once you're in here, you're going to copy the following code, go into your Windows search bar, type in that PowerShell until you can find Windows PowerShell, run it as an administrator, paste the code in here, and press enter. Then afterwards, the Chris Titus Tag Windows utility opens up, and in here now we have install, tweaks, config, and updates. We want to go under tweaks, and there we now can find recommended selection, either for a full-on desktop gaming PC, laptop, minimal, or clear it again. What I would recommend you is at least to go under minimal, where we can apply some of the best core tweaks which are gonna improve our gaming performance 100%, something like disable telemetry. You can also hover over it and it will tell you exactly what it does, but ultimately I would recommend you to actually click under desktop and disable as many as possible. All of these are tested, guys. Then you're just simply gonna click under run tweaks, and if you for some reason want to go back, you can also again here check undo selected tweaks, and we'll return everything to the stock settings. Then Then you can see, guys, once it's done, it's gonna tell you tweaks are finished. Click under OK. We're gonna go over to updates, and under security, you're gonna click under recommended settings. These are fully optimized so that your Windows PC actually doesn't send any data to Microsoft, which is super hardware demanding processes running in the background. So therefore apply this one here. You can see recommended update settings are loaded. Click under OK, and then you can close the tool. And additionally to that, guys, AMD and Nvidia both have something like an anti-lag mode. On the Nvidia control panel, it's called the low latency mode, which you can either put on ultra or on. And under AMD, you can actually find it here in your graphics settings under Radeon anti-lag mode. Dynamically adjust frame rate timing to reduce the lag between user inputs and visual responses. Make sure that this one is enabled 100% since it's gonna drastically reduce the input delay on your current PC.